All right, everyone, the topic for today is the Pythagorean Theorem. Remember that the Pythagorean Theorem only works for right triangles, which means that the triangle must have a 90-degree angle. If it does not have a 90-degree angle, we cannot use the Pythagorean Theorem. We'd have to come up with a different way to solve for the unknown side. Okay? The formula that goes with the Pythagorean Theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. It's very important to remember that A and B are the shorter sides. We call them legs. They're the two shorter sides. And C is our longest side. We call it the hypotenuse. You can always tell where your side C is going to be by going across from the right angle. So we're going to do a couple problems just to get the basics of this down. So here we have triangle number 1. We have side lengths of 3, 4, and we're trying to figure out what the third side is going to be. First thing I want to do is label each side. So if I go across from my right angle, that means that the unknown side is going to be my C value because that's the hypotenuse. Therefore, 3 and 4 are going to be A and B. Now, it doesn't matter which one is which because we're going to add them together. If we say that A equals 3 and B equals 4, that is fine. We could also, if we wanted to say B is 3 and A is 4, we would get the same answer. But for this problem, we're just going to roll with what we have. So again, the formula is A squared plus B squared equals C squared. And we're going to substitute in what we know. A is 3, so we have 3 squared, plus B, which is 4 squared, equals C squared. Okay, now we can just add these together and see what we get. Or square these and then add them. So 3 squared is 9. 4 squared is 16. C squared just drops down. 9 plus 16 gives us 25, which is C squared, and this is a very important last step. That does not mean that the missing side length is 25 because it's C squared. So we need to undo the square by taking the square root of both sides. Now when you take the square root of 25, your answer is 5. Square root of C squared is just C. So we have just figured out there that our C, or our unknown length, is going to be 5 by using the Pythagorean theorem. Now in the second triangle, it's a little bit different. We'll start again the same way. We're going to label what we have. 13 is our longest side. That one's going to be C. That means the other two are either A or B. It doesn't matter which, so I'm going to say that the unknown side length here is B. The other one is A. Rewrite our formula. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Plug in what we know. We have 5 squared plus B squared equals 13 squared. Let's figure this out. 5 squared is 25 plus B squared equals 13 squared, which is 169. Now we need to get the B squared by itself, so we're going to get rid of the 25 by subtracting 25. 25 minus 25 cancels. Subtract 25 on the other side. Get B squared equals 144. Take the square root. B equals 12. So we know then that the unknown side length up here is 12. That's the Pythagorean theorem.